I can just hear my mother now. Tommy, get out of the street. Get out of the street. And, I'd probably listen to her if she were here. But she's not here. And going under the saying that it's easier to ask for forgiveness than permission, I'm going to walk down the street, if only to share this view with you as I do so. And this is the view going down the main street here, or one of the main streets in Toowoomba, Queensland, Australia. And I am on my way to the market. I'm going to the farmers market that they have for several months of the year here in Toowoomba, right down by the Victoria, or the Queen's Park and the Botanical Gardens and the Cobb and Co. Museum. And I thought to share this view with you going down this street. That's actually my car parked up there on the left. But as I was coming down, I thought, what a beautiful view this is with all of these trees, you see? And I thought, why not share this with you? Why not share this experience with you as if you were walking down the street, such as we're going to pass several people, I'm sure, as we're going down along. But it gives me an opportunity to just give you a full-on experience. Look at the homes that you'll see here in Toowoomba. They have a beautiful style of homes here in Toowoomba that I've just really come to appreciate. Just a very distinct style, unlike a lot of the homes that I've seen in other parts of my 6 months here in Australia. But it is Saturday morning, and right now it's probably a little bit after 10 o'clock. Here's one of my favorite homes that I like walking past right here. As I'm filming this, it's actually late winter right now, and spring is in the air, and I would imagine that these bushes here are just going to be full on in bloom here before too long. But look at this home right here. Look at how nice that is. And here's another home right next to it. But it really is a special place. Toowoomba, boy, I'll never, for the rest of my life, I'll never forget the time that I've spent here in Toowoomba. As a matter of fact, I won't be quick to forget the time that I spent here in Australia, as I come across another house right here. A lot of them have these these tin roofs, if you will. Maybe I can hold the camera up above the shrubs. This is actually an auto repair shop, I think, or it's right in front of an auto repair shop. But here is the market, just right over here. Look at that. There is your Saturday market, folks, right there by the Cobb and Co. Museum. And just over on the other side, you'll see there is the Queen's Park with the Botanical Garden. And I'm not quite sure. I might as well try to share both of them with you. Maybe what I'll do is I'll take a walk over through the Queen's Park on my way to the Queen's Park on my way over to the farmers market, and just share this with you. Now they're going to actually be having the Carnival of Flowers here in another, I think the Carnival of Flowers is going to start right around the 20th of September, just before my birthday. And I would imagine that this place is just going to be really, it's going to be happening, I think would be the right word to say it. Right now there's just a lot of families out here with their little kids, and it is probably quite the contrast to similar scenes that a lot of you watching this in different parts of the world right now are seeing. But this is a Toowoomba winter day, and it's just, you mentioned the word winter, and you see all these folks out here just kind of playing like this little girl right here on her scooter. Doesn't look like winter to me, not the winters that I knew growing up on the shores of Lake Erie. But look at this. I'll just stop and give you a nice slow pan. Look at all the activity here in the park. Really is nice. What a beautiful, beautiful way to spend a winter Saturday morning. Now look at these flowers here. I'm just gonna shut up and let the camera do the talking. Isn't that beautiful? Boy, I could just do a whole video here. And here's a little guy playing with his truck here among the flowers. Oh, I remember when life was so simple. Look at these flowers here. Wonderful. Boy, I'm really tempted to just, take a walk through the park here. But I came down here today to actually share the farmers market with you. And I don't think that there'll be more opportunity to share the park here with you. But look at this. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Boy, I sure am fortunate. I sure am blessed to be down here in beautiful Australia with all the crazy stuff happening in the world right now. Over here it looks like they're getting ready for a birthday party. I know there's a gentleman, at least I think he's a gentleman, over in the Netherlands right now, and his name is Jan, and Jan used to be this used to be his stomping ground, if I'm not mistaken. He'll be quick to shout out his appreciation when I do a video such as this one. There's a beautiful tree right here. Here they've got the blanket all spread for a nice day. I would imagine that the temperature today is going to be, at least in Fahrenheit, temperature is probably going to be about 70, 75. Now this is very representative of Queensland right here. Look at that. Okay. See if I can't find my way over to the farmers market and see what all they've got for sale over there. I always want to be careful going through a venue such as a farmers market, where you'll have a lot of artists that are selling stuff, and they're rather quite sensitive to having their wares photographed. Now, I don't know if you caught that or not, but a woman just walked by wearing a mask, and it's just not something that you see not in this part of Australia, and not right now. not to say that we couldn't find ourselves in a similar situation to some other parts of Australia that are currently less fortunate than us Queenslanders. And I say us Queenslanders because that's how I feel. The people here have just really embraced me as one of their own. And Australians really are a welcoming and friendly people. Here's some folks that are, I think, reading about the history of the gardens here. These folks are enjoying a nice, looks like a corn on the cob, but they have some information panels here about the history of the garden's development, the botanic gardens. The Queen's Park and Botanic Gardens is 26.5 hectares and was registered as a place of significance on the Queensland Heritage Register in 2001. Alright, so let's go see if we can't take a walk through the farmer's market. But I've been now probably the better part of a month and a half, I think, of my 6-month stay has been in this wonderful town called Toowoomba. And I could have just as easily ended up anywhere in Australia for just as long, but for some reason Toowoomba really caught my attention, in part because it was the garden city. So I'm gonna just kind of walk and talk, and I'm sure you'll have the feeling as if you were here yourself. There's a gentleman selling a lot of different produce. There's no problem filming the produce. I don't think that they have any secret recipes or anything as far as growing this stuff. But look at some of the wonderful vegetables that you can buy here. And that would be in Aussie dollars there. Pak choy and kale. Get yourself some fennel. Very nice. English spinach. Here's your salad mix. Very nice. There are some sugar snap peas, spring onions. Boy, that looks good. So I'm just going to go up. I'll go up one side and come back down the other. Grab yourself some fresh eggs. Boy, very nice. There you go. Look at these peppers. So this part of Queensland is, I think it's called the Darling Downs, if I'm not mistaken. And a lot of produce grown here. And I'm gonna come back and pick myself up some of it on my way out. Look at these beautiful tomatoes that you can buy. Very nice. Somebody here is selling herbs. Come down and pick yourself up some nice herbs. Looks like some baby lettuce coral.
You filming it?
Okay. Very nice, a very nice laid-back atmosphere. They're selling free-range bacon. Get yourself some free-range bacon. Want to grab yourself a long black? This is where you would go to grab yourself a long black, or maybe a flat white, or a latte. And what farmers market wouldn't be complete without some live music? Keeping an eye on the clock as far as how long I've been filming. I think I've been running for 15 minutes now, and if I can do this in 30 minutes, that would be great. Look at this. Wonderful. There are some of the various artists selling their clothing. Really nice. Different food vendors here. Well, you gotta love Toowoomba. You just gotta love Toowoomba. I would imagine that there'll be no shortage of people that are looking for information about Australia to come down and visit Australia, and they're gonna stumble across my videos, and in doing so, they're gonna see some of the beautiful spots that I've traveled to, including Toowoomba. There's a cute little business here called Platter of Fact. So I'm not quite sure what they have here. Let's see. So they have let's see. They've got sweets. Look at that. So you can get yourself some sweets, or you can get yourself some savory. But it's called Platter of Fact, and there's their phone number. I'm sure you can Google them and get some more information. Platter of Fact.
You can plant them.
There you go. Andrew Reeson leather, personalized. Really a nice spot. Get some of this ironwork right here. Now, one of the mistakes that a lot of people from up in America will say is they'll ask the Aussies if they're going to put some shrimp and Barbie on there, shrimp and steak on the Barbie. And they don't put shrimp on the Barbie, they put prawns on the Barbie. And that's something that I've come to learn. You don't put shrimp. You put shrimp maybe in stir fry, and you put the prawns on the Barbie. Here you've got some pineapple, and these pineapple probably came from a place not too far from here. Look at that. I'll probably come back and grab myself a pineapple or two. Very nice. So right now I'm running on right about 20 minutes into the video. Here you could get some honey made in Australia.
$2.90. So if I grabbed another mandarin.
Pure raw honey straight from the hive to you. Some more of these pineapples. Look at that. Boy, just wonderful. There are some wood products that you could buy. All right. Now it looks like I have a whole other group of vendors just down here. Grab yourself some twisted potatoes. It's a chip on a stick. They'll call them chips down here, whereas we would call it French fries. They would call it chips. And you don't. There's no such word as the word ketchup in Australia. They say sauce. Give me some sauce. So you got to get some sauce. Would you like some sauce with your brekkie? Look at these. Maybe I can share these trees with you. Look at that. All right, I'm actually almost all the way through. You can get some G-free donuts, and imagine that's gluten-free. Grab yourself a gluten-free. You get a solo for $3. Let me take a look at these. Good, gluten-free? Gluten-free?
All the way from the United States of America.
No, come on. These are from America. I'm from America. There you go. Hopefully you could hear them. You gotta love the Aussies. Oh, goodness gracious. This is Jaden's Woodworking. Beautifully handcrafted items. Find us on Facebook. So you can find Jaden's Woodworking on Facebook. Look at that. All right. I think we're almost down to the end. Here you can get, I don't know what those are. Poffertjes or something like that. Here's where you can get your twisted potatoes. Look at those twisted potatoes right there. I should give a shout out to my good friend Ron Redlick, who may find himself at some point in time watching this video up there in the Youngstown, Ohio area. Ronnie is Ronnie's a good guy. Ronnie, if you're watching this video, I think the world of you. Okay, so we're just about down to the end, and I don't know if they've saved the best for last, but down here at the very end you've got a blacksmith down here, and here you can buy some nice things for the babies. You can see, look at that. And this is for Skip Smith. You see, I could send Skip Smith home this. See you on the other side. There you go. Okay. Down here we have the Poison Anvil Blacksmithing. Every item handcrafted and unique. You can find him on Facebook as well. You got these items over here. Wonderful. Very nice. Look at that. Here's his contact information right here. Ashley Sutton. poisonanvil@hotmail.com. Wonderful. Here's some artwork here. And there's Betty Boop. I think that's Betty Boop. Sure, that's Betty Boop. Very nice. This would make for a nice campsite, huh? Right here. Okay, I'm coming up on 30 minutes. If I can do the show in 30 minutes, I think that's good. Some didgeridoos. I've tried one of these before, and I was unable to do that. But look at these right there. Whoa! All right. Okay. Buy yourself some plants. So, folks, that is your Saturday at the market here in beautiful Toowoomba. A lot of you probably will be waking up on a Sunday morning. You're waking up on a Sunday morning and maybe watching this video. So I hope you have a great day, and I hope you enjoyed this visit to this really special place here in Queensland, Australia, Toowoomba. So take good care.